Kalira lived in the city, surrounded by noise, lights, and people who always seemed to know exactly who they were. Kalira, on the other hand, felt like she was constantly shrinking. Her closest friend, Liana, wasn't really a friend anymore. Every conversation turned into quiet competition, subtle insults hidden behind jokes, comparisons that made Kalira feel like she was always falling short. And at home, it was worse. Her aunt, the one who raised her, spoke to her with constant disappointment. Nothing Kalira did was right. Not her job, not her choices, not even who she was becoming. "You'll never be enough if you keep acting like this," her aunt would say. And slowly, Kalira started to believe it. She became quieter, smaller, careful with every word, every step, trying not to disappoint anyone. She left the apartment and walked the city streets with no destination, just trying to breathe. That's when she saw him. He was sitting on a bench near a small church, strumming a guitar softly, the music calm against the chaos of the city. His name was Noah. There was something different about him. Not loud, not flashy, just steady, peaceful. When she sat nearby, he didn't overwhelm her with questions. He simply smiled. "You look like you've been carrying too much," he said gently. Kalira let out a quiet laugh, almost surprised at herself. "That obvious?" He nodded. "It doesn't have to stay that way." Over the next few days, she kept coming back to that same spot. Sometimes Noah would be there, sometimes not. But the peace she felt near that place drew her in. One evening, he invited her inside the church. Reluctantly, she agreed. Inside, everything felt still, safe, no pressure, no judgment, just space. "You don't have to prove your worth," Noah told her softly. Jesus already knows it. Those words stayed with her because her whole life had been about proving something to her aunt, to her friend, to everyone. But what if she didn't have to? That question followed her home, and for the first time, when her aunt spoke harshly, something inside Kalira didn't accept it the same way, not completely, because something new had begun, hope. That night, she returned to the church alone. She sat in silence, her hands trembling slightly. "I don't know how to be enough," she whispered. "Jesus, if you're real, help me." It wasn't polished, it wasn't perfect, but it was real. And in that moment, something shifted, not around her, but within her. The pressure to earn love, to chase approval, to constantly prove herself began to lift. The next morning, her life looked the same, but Kalira didn't. She carried a quiet confidence, not loud, not forced, but steady. She stopped chasing Liana's approval. She stopped believing every harsh word at home. And slowly, she began to see herself differently, not through their voices, but through Jesus. And Noah, he stayed, not as someone who fixed her, but as someone who walked beside her, both of them growing in faith, discovering a love that was patient, kind, and real. And Kalira, the girl who once felt like she would never be enough, finally understood something that changed everything. She never had to be, because in Jesus, she already was.